Alright, so, bit of a fun one. Today I wanted to give you a bit of an update of what's going on here when it comes to the actual, new dorm system, or what do I call this? Dorm system, right? That's what they call it, usually, or the interact with your Nikke's function. That's that. So the CN version is getting this first, or only. We don't know just yet. We're hoping first. They put out a full trailer here, one on the show to you, because remember, our content for the 3rd anniversary was the huge surface content. What CN got for their 0.5 anniversary was the 3D interact function. I wanted to show it to you because, let's make this clear, that must have taken a lot of dev time because it looks very high quality. And remember, Nikke at its core is not a 3D game. It's technically 2D meshed with 3D. Now, they've implemented a full 3D thing. Take a look. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Like and subscribe, it helps out a ton. Remember, CN version is still separated. We don't know when it comes out, if it ever comes out. But we hope and cope. Let's see. Pretty much though, since we last talked, a lot of players like mauling that this wasn't coming out yet to global, because this is again something that global begged for. So hey Nikke, bring this with Cinderella and My Life Is Yours. We're gonna need to see Isabel over here, or we're gonna have to fight. But pretty much there's a JP account over here. The new Chinese minigame has just been uploaded a moment ago. This turned out to be more serious than I thought, and this is kind of why I'm covering it too, because it looked great on the screenshots. I'm like, okay, it must be like a throwaway event, because you're not putting that much dev power into this, right? They put that much dev power into this. What are we gonna do about this? If they put this much effort at this point, then a global version for something, it has to be there, right? There'll be one, right? You know, people are like scared because it's a lot of freaking dev power. Look at this. It's a full-blown. Remember, Nikke at its core is a 2D/3D game. It's mostly 2D mixed with elements that consider it to be 3D, but it's not a 3D render like this. This looks insane. I cannot believe that they are going for a full send like this, dude. There's an entire storyline. You can chat. There's 16, 17, 30 different freaking options. You can talk with the Nikkes and such. It is crazy the amount of stuff that this has. And yes, this is there. You can. I crap you not. You can, if you are a fan of Viper. If you go with her side, I don't know about what happens with Blanc's side, but I've seen the Viper part. They've shown that trailer off too. You can pretty much kiss Viper, okay? If that's the Nikke of your dreams, that's what you could do. But again, it's a very large minigame. It's not. Like, our minigames are supposed to, as the devs have said, literally, I crap you not. They said that we're lowering the quality of minigames because we want to make super fun and minigames. We don't want to be doing this like extensive, insane minigame structure. We want to try to like lower it so we can lower the issues that we cause, and also so commanders think that, you know, they got time on their hands, they can, you know, do stuff like that and play it as if it's a mini game. That's the point. And then they release this. This is not a mini game, dude. There's more effort in here than like so much stuff that we've gone on global. But I'm curious what your thought process is on this. I want to show you some of the global opinions on this, but this is again the JP side, and I'm not saying that there's a drama here. I'm not saying to go scorch earth on Twitter. I'm just saying that this exists. If you want this, I highly recommend you like ask on global, say like, hey, we really love to see this, and we really hope that this is something that you consider adding, because it is a super cool feature, and it is causing on the JP side a concern, like that much effort for a version that's supposed to be just a branch of ours. It's like, hey, what's gonna happen? You know, are we gonna get content like this? Or are we never gonna see it? Because we had to beg to get the other quality of life, which since then they've gotten 10,000 more quality of lives you've never gotten, right? So again, no like community outburst is there. So does that mean we never get it because we don't outburst or burst? I don't know, right? That's the question. That's what happens, right? Pretty much over here, this is like the global version, or like a post on the global side. So if you're wondering what like the community is saying here, Nikke CN interactive minigame. This is again the source. It's pretty much for the CN side. Sorry, Holy Mother of God. First one automatically. Shift up, please add this to global and My Life Is Yours. Accept the pull me hoyo and get pissy that their exclusive content is no longer exclusive to them and get it completely canceled. And then give apology and compensation only to CN, as any service get jack crap. Yeah, so Reddit's gonna have different opinions, right? Gallons will be lost to this releases, especially if it is Noir, Cinderella, Brid, and Eleg. Well then, just replace the Nightmare Beta surface mode with this. CN gets interactive 3D dorm, we get surface mode. What happens is, players hate surface mode. Because of that, everyone keeps bringing up, like, you got this, and we got surface mode. That's what the sucky part is, too. It's they just released surface mode for our 3rd anniversary. And it's like, oh, people consider, like, oh, 3 years of the game, we get surface mode. And a lot of players don't like it. Now, CN's 0.5, so it's only 6 months of the game. They get 3D interactive dorm that we've begged 3 years for. Again, Shift Up could be what they're potentially doing is like a beta, right? Testing it out over there, seeing the structure, seeing if it can work, seeing how like the CN community takes it. Because again, what they did is they used the global version as a beta test for CN. Everything that they've learned that was bad on global, CN launched day one without those things. And then over the course of 6 months, they took the global feedback and fed that into CN. Okay, that's what they did. Like, no doubt about how they did that. Now, on the global side, all they really need to do, right, is learn what CN doesn't like about this mode, learn what CN likes about this mode, and then just, I hope, do it to global. Give it to global, right? Boom. Solution is very easy. It's like 10 seconds worth of work. They've already developed it there. All they gotta do is pay the VAs to voice line it here in translations that will always be bad. You're done, right? Dude, this update had a lot of translation issues, but with the kits too. But besides that, they might cook. So we'll see what happens here. Just wanted to show it to you because again, it's much more extensive than you thought. It really is. This is a full-blown thing here, and right now they're just testing it with 2 characters. They're doing Blanc and they're doing Viper. If we do see this on global, I'm guessing how they're going to do it is slowly release these characters that you want to see as time progresses, right? For example, maybe 2 characters a month, 2 characters in the minigame, made it into like a permanent version, feature, whatever, and then over the course of every month, introduce 2 new Nikkes, because it is a lot of work, I'm guessing, to do the 3D designs. It's not easy. Not the best person to talk about this because I don't know too much, but I will say that it probably isn't easy, especially for how the game is structured, right? So maybe every 2 months you get this thing, who knows. What I will say is it looks like a super cool feature, and for global, who's been, I know my comment section been asking for this, I hope that Shift Up ends up planning for this one, because it is kind of cool. It is kind of cool. Remember, also, there's like Nikkes that exist on the CN side that are there. We still haven't gotten. Again, not saying that we're never getting them, but the CN version has picked up some pretty cool stuff here. I think that if this was said originally to be like a CN first thing, and that it with that phrase that it means, yeah, it should at some point come to global, I think that this could also mean the same thing. It's just the CN first feature. They test it over there. They show it off as in whatever, and then later on we are able to pick it up as a version randomly, or maybe we have to wait until our half anniversary. Maybe it's 6 months till we get this, because they chose to release this at such a hype time for CN. Our next like super hype time is either New Year's, which will be a perfect release for this, or further that. Remember our speculation, or my common speculation, they're thinking like a Viper Christmas unit could happen or something like that, right? Maybe they have a tie-in with Viper's event and that drops during New Year's after the Christmas event. Who knows? A lot of possibility here. And we know that bunnies return every year, and we could see maybe during the bunny update we see Blanc join, and it could be different. Who knows, right? But I will say, not to like be barbaric about it, but if we do see it in a few months now, where we don't like get that sort of release, and you really are wanting to see it, let them know in the survey or on Twitter. That's your best bet, or in public channels, without being barbaric, right? The usual thing. So take care, have fun. Let me know what you think altogether. But that is a first look at the new CN feature and a full trailer and what the community thinks about it right now. Curious, do you care, or is this just mid to you? Some players don't even care about these interactive features. They're here for the gameplay or storyline. That exists. So take care.